having same-sex attraction a sin? If by same-sex attraction we mean someone who is simply attracted to a person of the same sex, then the answer is no. If we mean someone who acts on their attraction to someone of the same sex, then yes. Acting on urges of attraction to the same sex is sinful. But just as premarital sex is sinful for heterosexual couples. Because men and women were created different and unique, they each bring something totally different and unique to a marriage. These are things homosexual couples cannot bring into the world. Hence, the church is against same-sex marriage. These differences between men and women are complementary and help to make marriage healthy and holy, both for the couple and for the children. You see, the way God intends sex is for procreation and for bonding. And naturally, that's the result of sex. When those two components are taken away from it, it's simply meant for pleasure, which isn't what God intended it for. We know this through ways our body was made and how our organs work. Now, don't get me wrong. There are many heterosexual couples who aren't the perfect parents. In our society today, people are always looking at what we can get away with. Commonly, I get asked the question about whether particular actions are a sin. To which I respond, do we live to avoid sin or show love to God? We often hear the phrase, don't hate the sinner, but hate the sin. Contrary to the world's belief, God and the Catholic Church loves everyone equally. First of all, we are all sinners. But does that mean God doesn't love us? Absolutely not. Nor does the Catholic Church condemn anyone for sinful acts. This might be a shocker to some, but God and the Catholic Church loves and cares about individuals who are homosexual. If anybody has not made that very clear, then they are misinformed about the true depths of the Church and of God's love. For some reason, I've heard so many times that the Church hates homosexuals. But again, the Church loves everyone. And acting on sexual impulses and having an attraction to someone of the same sex are two different things. The truth of the matter is this: the Catholic Church will never change their teachings on gay marriage because that isn't how God intended it. In an interview in 2013, Pope Francis said something very controversial. If a person is gay and seeks God and has a good will, who am I to judge? What this compassionate Pope said is a reflection of what all his predecessors believed and what the Church teaches. He is simply talking about the person and saying we shouldn't look down upon anyone or judge anyone. I personally have friends who are same-sex attracted, and they know the truth about God's revelation, and they seek God and seek to serve His Church. I see so much beauty in the way they live their lives devoted to God and serving Him. They live a chaste life and understand their circumstances. Everyone has a cross to carry, and as sensitive as this subject is, all of humanity has a first vocation, and that is to love God. And as Jesus said in the Gospel of John, you should love one another as I have loved you.